First of all, we would like to explain what problem or we would like to solve, or more what question we would like to answer. If you are a Retul user, but the same is valid for other bike positioning software, you will create a report that looks like this. You have parameters like saddle height, handlebar reach, saddle setback, etc, etc. But in most of the cases the customer is interested in which size of bike I should use for which bike. Within Cyclefit, with the Cyclefit software, we have a huge database of about 6,000 frames from which geometry data are saved, and you can access this database, put in the right parameters, and then you find a nice overview of what stem lengths, what spacers, etc. you need to use. How does it work? If we get into our software, which is fully web-based, we arrive at, after we filled in some names and type of measurement, we arrive here at the input field. There's a few things we can select. Basically the type of bike. So for the moment it's road and a different type of mountain bikes. We select road. Then we need to look at what we actually measure. How do we measure the distance between the saddle and the handlebar? Do we measure till the stem, till the front of the handlebar, and till the grips? If we go back to the Retul report, we see that the Retul report actually shows both. It shows handlebar reach in this type, this report 430 millimeters, which is measured till the top of the bar, and it also shows grip reach, which is 678, which is measured till the front. So depending on what you select here, you will use one or the other. If we select till the grips, the software will ask a few more questions, because then we need to define which handlebar and which lever we're going to use at the end consumer's bike, because in case that handlebar and lever is different than the one you used on during the fitting, there will be a difference. So this time you can actually enter the reach and the drop of the handlebar manually, but you can also select one of the handlebars out of our really long list. Let's say a zip handlebar, and we go for the Shimano levers. Then you would need to define which stem angle you use. The default is -6, but if you already know that it's a really professional rider who really needs an aggressive position, you probably can play with it and use a -17, and the other way around you can make it +6. Then you need to define till where do you measure the setback, till the front or till the center of the saddle. In the case of the Retul reports, they are always measured saddle setback from the tip of the saddle. So we do till the front of the saddle. In case the saddle that you used during the fitting is shorter than the one that you used at the final bike, there will be a difference. So there again, you need to define which saddle will be used at the end consumer's bike. There's an extended list, but you can also enter manually the saddle length. We'll go for the physical ones. Since we would like to keep it as easy as possible and really would like you to use the data that come out of the report you use, you can select actually what you use. Do you use old-fashioned but still really nice working tape measure and ruler? Do you use its bike settings tool, which is an advanced XI2, which we can also deliver? Or do you use purely custom tools, bike fitting, fit bike? In this case we use the Retul report. Okay, if we have selected that report, we can actually immediately put the data in. So the saddle height, we go back to this report, saddle height was 705. Here we need to put it in centimeters, so 70.5. Setback of the saddle 39, which means 3.9 centimeters. Distance saddle handlebar, which is handlebar reach, grip reach, because we've selected that we use it till the front, is 76.8, and the handlebar drop 14.8, which is quite big in this case. We don't work with a system which then calculates and gives you an advice what frame is the best, because in most of the cases, if you're willing to work with 1, 2 or 3 spacers, if you're willing to turn around the stem, and if you're willing to play with the length of the stem, there's quite a lot of options that people fit on. So we do it the other way around. You select a frame where your end consumer might be interested. Let's see, Pinarello Dogma, the latest one, the F8, and we see the list of brands is huge. It's got CR1, but also ENC, Mundo. You can even add more. You can do 5 at the same time. The Bottecchia and again Super 6. You can add a command. You push next, and the system will calculate. What will it calculate? It will show actually what components you've used, and then it will show for every frame you selected, it will show all frame sizes that are available, the reach and the stack values of those frame sizes. This is also a good way to check if they're in line with what's measured in the catalog. And then it will show, in this case, it will show the lengths of the stem necessary. So it will tell you the stem lengths for every size, it will tell you the height of the top cap, so the number of spaces you need. It will tell you the overhang of the seat post, which we kind of define here, UZP, which is the amount of seat post visible, and it will also show you how far the center of the saddle is in front or below the center line through the seat tube. So you get those critical parameters. Basically what I've done wrong in this report, I've used a time trial report, so the data I've generated are not usable, since I tried to do a time trial setup on a road bike, which really comes with strange results. This is basically how it works. If you're interested, just let me know. You can send an email through info@innovativecycling.com. You can reach us on Facebook, Twitter, by phone, or whatever way you want. We are really willing to help you out, get you a free license for about 30 days to get the things tested, and are really open for all your feedback.